So my name's Camille Garza. This is my husband.
James, the labor force.
James Nimtz.
We're gonna get serious now.
Okay. Husband, business partners. Actually, we've had a couple businesses before this.
This is real business.
This is real business, yes. But married for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Have 3 beautiful children.
Yeah.
This is our 4th child here. We say so. Yes.
The toughest child.
Yes. I am half Native American and half Hispanic. So my mother is Native American and my father is Hispanic. Educational background. High school, I did get my GED in California. I have completed some classes at a community college in California. I did do some early child development classes. I did not take any culinary classes or cooking classes. My whole background, though, has been in food business, whether it's managing. I believe I've done everything in the restaurant and food industry except be an owner. I have been a manager, bartender, cocktail waitress, expediter, hostess with the mostest. I don't know why, I started working at Little King's on 108th forever, Hong Kong Cafe on 108th in Kew in Ralston. Then I moved on being a waitress in maybe 5 different states.
Right before I was trying to go off to college, a family friend had a bakery in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I started carrying 50-pound bags of flour into the back of the bakery. That's how I started when I was 18. And I worked my way up. Once I dropped out or got kicked out of college, I went back and kept on working there. And, after 5 or 6 years, you figure out how to bake and cook in a kitchen. But when we decided to start doing this bakery, it had been years since I did a lot of the recipes, and since I didn't have those old recipes in front of me, we had to do a lot of, hit and miss with how we wanted to do them out here.
James wanted us to own our own business, and since he was so knowledgeable with what he does, and he's been doing it for a long time, he asked me if we would like to open a bakery. And of course I said yes, it would be our dream job, and so we did. So we started in the summer of 2019 in July, or no, maybe it was the end of June, I think June 29th. I know it's Mom's birthday, so right before COVID and all of the stupid stuff, and here we are, summer of 2022. Savory items, everything is made from scratch. French pastries. We have cheesecakes, chocolate mousse cake, cream puffs, profiteroles, fresh fruit tarts when fruit is in season. We do a strawberries and cream cake, usually during the summertime. Carrot cake, petite Sucés, which is these guys right here. It's 2 almond meringue cookies with almond buttercream in the middle. Mousse cups. We have a dessert that James named after our daughter. It's called a Maya Swirl. It's just chocolate buttercream dipped in chocolate sitting on a shortbread cookie. We have individual mini cheesecakes at the bottom. Cupcakes in the middle is a French chocolate almond down below. That's one of our gluten-free options. We have about 5 gluten-free options, which means flourless. And some truffles at the bottom and a lemon tart.
Actually, we do some special requests. Like we started doing little mini apple pies because just one of the regular customers came in and asked for them.
Let's see, it was fun in the beginning. It was fun, eventful, stressful, but like a fun stressful, like go, 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 like, ooh, let's get this, let's do this. And then COVID happened and it just like, we're just starting to go up, up, and then. Okay, so yeah, I just want to stress it has been very difficult with COVID and probably one of the most stressful things that we have done, that I've done in life, just trying to maneuver through this fog of the last 2 years with children and a relationship and a business owner and health issues, of course, and financial, you know, problems on top of all that. So we just hung in there. We had to think of different ways to bring more business in, and I had always loved to cook, and we always dreamed of having a cafe, sort of. So we came up with new food items to sell for lunches, hence the sweet potato taco, birria tacos, cauliflower curry, recipes that a salad that I was really inspired because we thought about, hey, what did we like and really enjoy in California that we don't have here that we really miss? And so we went through a list. I came up with this salad that I loved at El Torito Mexican restaurant in the Bay Area. So I remade that recipe, the cauliflower curry, which is vegetarian and dairy free.
It was tough. We went starting it. We went for broke. We emptied out our 401ks. We got borrowed money from family members. Couldn't get any loans from banks, of course. 80% of the stuff in the bakeries used. But it's just the two of us, and we just come in here and just work, 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 work. But opening up a business costs a lot more than you think it's going to. I thought we were going to have a lot of money left over to get through the first 4, 5, 6 months, but construction, inspections from the city, just there's so many little things.
Yes, let me tell you, eggs and butter, crazy ridiculous right now. We used to get a case of butter for $65, I believe. Now it's like $125 for a case of butter. Yeah, eggs used to be, I can't remember how much eggs used to be. It used to be not that much, $25. Now it's like 42, I believe, for a case of eggs. It's crazy. So yes, we have had to raise our prices a little bit, and it's just kind of hard to see what's going to happen and if prices are still going to go up. So yeah, I mean, I can't start charging $5 for a little mini cheesecake. So we just took the price up a little bit here and there, maybe a quarter. The lunch food items I took up maybe $1 to $2. Drinks I've kind of let be. Me? No, I'm kidding. No, me and James really just are both hard workers and come from a hardworking background, and don't give up. Never give up. You can't give up. What has made us successful? I want to say our location really, and the people that come here. They really appreciate real food, good food. Nothing's processed. It's healthy for you. It's made from scratch, and the people that know, and they always come back. Sure, who doesn't want to expand? Not to like a full sit down restaurant. I don't see us really quite doing that. I like our little quaint, you need something, come and get it, if you want to sit with a couple people. But yeah, I see us expanding, hopefully. Nothing too specific. I believe it is very important to be a Native woman business owner especially, I believe, being woman-based and Native on top of that.
I am a first generation American. My parents are from other countries. So incorporating, there's a little bit of German in the showcases. South Africa has a lot of Dutch food. That's where my mother's from.
I obviously stuck with the Hispanic Mexican food. I used, for instance, the enchiladas are an old family recipe that I tweaked. So we use ground turkey instead of the ground beef, which can be more healthier, I suppose. So I did bring in an old family recipe. Eventually, I would love to do some fry bread. Like that's going to be one on top of my list, but I have to get the correct equipment. For instance, a deep fryer, a hood oven to go above the fryer, if James lets me. But stuff like that, I have done a pozole soup that's really good that I plan on making again. And tacos, quesadilla, Mexican Caesar salad. So this is a refrigerated showcase. This one we did have to buy new. It'd be kind of iffy if you try and buy a used one, and a lot of the used ones are kind of outdated and look not so great. And it has a controlled temperature in here with a light that turns off and on. So at night we turn it off. When we come in, we turn the light on. James wanted me to point out also too that everything does not need to be new. We got most of our things used, marked down, broken, have to fix one oven, but we got one oven. But yeah, so just so you know, you don't have to buy everything brand spanking new, because that costs a lot of money. We started on the internet. And James was really more knowledgeable about, those items, but we went to used restaurant supply. He knows the names, but there was like two old restaurant supply companies that you can get items from. We bought the oven used, and one oven's broken that we still need to fix. But of course, it was at a cheaper rate. All the baking pans are used, some things we bought new, but for the most part, this table was at a restaurant supply discounted, and there's The refrigerator, one is an older one that's used. Did buy a new freezer though. But yeah, stuff like that, you know. Get your basic ingredients. Make that pastry over and over till you like it, till it is good and you are satisfied with that. Look up recipes. Try a recipe out. Go to your grocery store. Buy ingredients that you've never heard of, or a spice that you've never heard of. Google that spice up. Add it to your chicken. Add it to your rice. Experiment and have fun. And keep doing that till you can make grandma a slamming dinner.
When I started in 1988, there were so-called secret recipes, but now every recipe is on the internet. You can find 10, 15 different ways to make the same thing. You know, you can sit down on YouTube and watch 5 or 6 people making the same recipe and not waste, you know, ingredient money, and then just have to do it 2 or 3 times.
Just eventually want to start making money, you know, and be successful and not have to worry about money every month. And it's just so hard to tell, you know. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster. I'm talking about, you know, coming out of COVID, and are things going to be the same? Are they going to get to be the same? So that's really my only concern. Because I feel like I know we have good product, you know, and everybody that comes and has it tells us that they love it, and yeah.